Hello, today's date is April 27th, 2008, and the title of this video is 1 in 10 men will never find a woman. That's right, 1 in 10 men will never find a woman. And I've been getting a lot of criticism from some people who have been telling me that I am, one particular person left a video response to one of my 20-year-old virgin videos. And he basically made the comment that I'm an angry person, and one of the things he was mentioning was the fact that I had stated that it's not fair to tell guys that, how do you know that when a guy's a virgin at 20, he'll never have a woman? I know this from personal experience based on the fact that I'm seeing a trend today that is happening. We've been getting a lot of letters, Bill and I, Bill 122-460 and I, as well as Dwayne, from people that have had little or no experience with women since they've been in high school all the way through their 20s, some 30s and 40s. But I'm just going to focus on the younger guys for this reason. If you are 20 years old in today's day and age and you've been singled out and women have rejected you, and this is supposed to be some sexual revolution for young people, and they say that like there's so much promiscuity today, and if you're not getting a woman at this point, you're not going to have one anytime soon unless things change. And I know this is a very dim and bleak way to look at the world, but I'm only finding this out through confirmation in my emails that I've been getting from people. By the way, that's the reason why I created the letters from the mailbag, because it's confirming what I know to be true. For years upon years, let's say the last 10, 11 years since things have really gotten 15 years or so since things have gotten really hairy in the dating scene, I've seen more. I've sat there and questioned myself and said, Steve, you're the one with the problem. Steve, you're the one with the problem. You're the one who's screwed up, and you need to do this. And then, of course, I would blame it on the dating game and the competition. Anything from saying that women are materialistic to I need to have more money, I need to be taller, I need to be skinnier, I need to be fatter, more built, or lift weights or whatever. And it finally dawned on me in the recent months that I've listened to Bill. Bill was the one who came up with the concept of true forced loneliness. I did not invent that, by the way. That was Bill Greathouse that invented that. And I give him the utmost credit because he was able to put into words the feelings that millions of men have today, true forced loneliness. But anyways, I've gotten just so tired of just the comments that I'm getting from people that are negative regarding this, and this thing about this young guy not being able to find a woman. Well, I know for a fact that if you were to do as an experiment, find 10 single guys you know, especially you younger people that are in maybe are before the age of marriage. Well, let's say 23 years old, most guys don't get married, okay? I want you to go up to 10 different guys, and I want you to ask them randomly, do you have a girlfriend? Or if you know 10 different guys, maybe you're a loner, go up and talk to guys and say, hey, I'm just doing a poll. Do you have a girlfriend? Or whatever. Find out, what you're going to find out real quick is that at the very minimum, 1 out of 10 guys not only doesn't have a girlfriend, more than likely is a virgin. And I've said this in my previous videos that if things don't change, there needs to be some major social change, but if things don't change, it's going to lead to higher rates of suicide. I think that men have been so pathetically emasculated, it's not funny. And I know for a fact that the situation is not an isolated case. If a guy is 20 years old or 23 years old or even 30 years old and is a virgin, don't feel like you're, especially if this pertains to you, don't feel so bad. Guess what? There are millions of guys around the world experience the same phenomenon with feminism and what it's done to people. Women, I've said this before in my videos as well as Bill and Dwayne have said, is that women know that they're doing this to men. They know that they're stereotyping them out. They're depriving you of your happiness. Not because you can't be happy like me. I'm a marathon runner. I'm very happy. I ran a 10-miler yesterday, and I finished in the top 4% of all the people that ran it. Whoopee, you know. But that doesn't, and that gives me a lot of joy, especially when I'm running and I know that I've got hobbies and things like that. I also I'm learning I want to become certified in certain computer languages and stuff. I'm studying video online. I'm enjoying my life. This one guy said I wasn't happy. I'm a happy person, but I'm also a realistic person too. And this whole issue with this fact that 1 out of 10 guys is not going to find a woman is very realistic. Now you say that's just your theory, Steve. It's just your opinion, your gut feeling. It doesn't prove anything. Not only do I believe my gut feeling is accurate based on the letters that I'm getting, but I believe that the percentage of guys that won't find a woman is much higher than that. But I think conservatively it's 10%. What this basically means is that if there are 10 million guys in this country that are without a woman, or have never, or 10 million random guys, 1 million of those guys will probably never find a woman. And I base it on the trends of today. If you were back in 1987 or 88 when I was growing up in my late teens, I did not date girls, nor was I having sex, but there were personal reasons why, things were going on in my life that weren't allowing me, and I don't want to get into that, but I was a shy person. But I had so many girls that were interested in me, it wasn't funny, and I was not the most popular or best-looking guy in high school, but I still had girls I could have gone to bed with or had a good time with, but I didn't. But what I'm seeing more and more today is that these younger guys today are not even getting the time of day. If a guy is 20 years old and he is a virgin, it's not because of choice. It's not because he chose to be a virgin. It's because he has no options. Even a butt, ugly to average-looking woman that's a hell of a lot less good-looking than he is going to say, have an attitude that she's better and she can have any guy she wants. And I thought that people used to say to me in the last few years, they said, Steve, you need to lower your standards and look for average-looking girls, whatever that meant. So I said, okay, well, I never was looking for the super hot women anyways. But so, I like to maybe find a girl with a little meat on her bones, or maybe she wasn't too skinny but not too fat, whatever. And so anyways, I would look for average-looking girls. And I found out that the attitudes that these average to mediocre-looking women have, even if they've got 3 kids from 3 different guys, a lot of them have this attitude that they can have 50 or 100 other choices. And what has displaced this situation where men 1 out of 10 are going to either be virgins or very lonely is because of the fact that women have all the choice, and this is unprecedented. This has never existed quite like this before. They have 100% of the choice, 99% of the choice. Guys have none. It's just amazing how for example, I placed a personal ad on the internet with a woman's picture, and I had tons of good-looking, handsome guys throwing at themselves and saying, hey, I'd like to talk, hey, what's up, how you doing, you want to exchange phone numbers. With it, before I could even fill out the questionnaire, they were responding. And likewise, if I even put up a decent-looking guy's picture, much better looking than even I am, and I've gotten maybe 2 responses in months. It's ridiculous how guys almost never get responses. So the game is rigged against you guys, and I don't care if there are people out there that hate me for saying this, that if you are a virgin at 20 years old, if things don't change in this country, you're going to be a 35-year-old virgin very easily. You're going to be stereotyped continually. I don't care if you go do what I do and you run marathons and you finish in the top 2% or 5% and you're way on top of your sport, women are still going to stereotype you out, and they're going to do it because they can. It's like, why do men climb mountains? Because they can, or because they're there. Well, women do the same thing to men. And I'm sorry it bothers you guys to hear that. I'm sorry that it's an inconvenient, as Al Gore says, an inconvenient truth. I think that was bullshit, personally. His movie was propaganda. But this is an inconvenient truth, and that is that the way the current trends are with the dating game and in the relationship game, they are highly stacked against the guy today. Of course, men have done this to themselves. I've all but given up the idea at 37 years old I'm ever going to find that nice woman because of the fact that they've already stereotyped me out. I've got hobbies. I got nothing to lose by doing what I'm doing at this point in my life, which is educating men about what Bill Greathouse created, which was true forced loneliness. And yes, it's a reality. It's not some figment of the imagination. It's not some pseudoscience. It is a definitive term which describes what a man goes through. To the right of your video is a More button. That's going to be my new email address. I want you to send your emails to this email address, and that way you will definitely be able to contact me. I want to keep my emails in a separate place. It's easier to cut and paste them that way. So go to the More button, click there, and you will see the email address to contact me at. Please give me your stories and your comments. I look forward to hearing from you, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.